We are about to open some blocks that may have been put in place for most of your life, subconscious barriers that were implanted into you silently behind the scenes. You are about to remember your abundant nature. We're about to clear the blocks that you have about being in abundance. So let's start by reaching for a higher frequency. We're going to take your energy up about 300 feet over your head, where you can see and sense and feel the light. You might think you can't, but you can. I want you to connect to that light. And I want you to allow it to start coming through the top of your head. Open that hatch and let it in. And I want you to ask this abundance, this frequency of the all connected to everything that you are, of the light that you are a part of, to start clearing away all thoughts of lack and limit. Let the light come into your eyes, cleansing away everywhere you see problems, scarcity, lack, or debt. Bring the light into your ears. Let's cleanse away everywhere you've blocked your guided answers into the truths of who you are and the solutions that can come to you. Let's bring the light into your throat. Let's clear that voice. Any place you've blocked the belief that you can speak your new future into peace and into place. And let's bring the light into your heart. Pulse this center. Let's clear away everywhere you've lost compassion for yourself, or the commitment for the things that can change your life, or where you've stopped hoping and stopped dreaming. Now let's bring that light into your solar plexus. Cleanse away everywhere you've blocked the light from flowing into you, into the spaces where you're blocking love. Now let's bring it into your stomach, and let's cleanse away everywhere you've blocked it from feeling your power and feeling powerless over your circumstances, where you've given up, where you've stopped going for it. Let's bring that light into your hips, where the movement and the sway and the ebb and the flow has got you rigid. Let's clean away everywhere you lack the going for it attitude, everywhere you've stopped yourself from running towards your destiny. And let's get that light all the way down through your feet, grounding you into a fresh new energy that is totally you, that is totally inspiring, completely hopeful, and filled to the rim with abundance. It's just in your head at this point, but we're getting your body and your mind prepared to start working together. So let's be in this light. Just let it in. Let it go, swirling from the top all the way around, all the way through, into the center of the planet. And I want you to imagine that there is a light that feels like Mother's love in the center of this planet. It feels safe and secure, grounded. It feels happy. It feels sacred. And you just might take a deep breath when you connect to it. Now that you're connected to this feeling of safety, of nurturing, of love, of caretaking, of kindness, of a mother's touch, I want you to imagine that, similar to an elevator, it can come back up through you. That feeling, that connection, that empowering, that anchoring. I want you to connect to the light from above now. And I want you to bring it into your body and push it into the earth. I want you to pull it from the earth and push it all the way toward the top of your head. Feel that connection. Feel it flowing in both directions. It is the same energy from the same source. The earth is made of you, and you are made of the earth, and your earth is made of sky and spirit and space, and so are you. So just allow this light to envelop your body. Feel it throughout your limbs and your veins and your muscles and your cells and your DNA. Feel your feet tingling, and your knees, and your legs, and your hips, and your stomach, and your heart, and your throat, and your head. Just feel. Become awake. This is life force. And this is what you're made of. This is how you came into this world until you were trained and conditioned to forget. So now that you have this energy of safety and security coming through you, and now you're covered in light, I want you to imagine this light swirling in a ball in front of your head. A big ball of light, as big as your heart. Bigger than your heart. Bigger than anything you've ever seen, expanding out all the way around you. Like a glowing sun, 10 feet around, 20 feet around, 30 feet around, 40, 60, 100. Just let it spread out until you find the coziest space inside yourself where you feel comfortable. Now, your mind may not allow you to see all of this, but subconsciously it's happening. Just be in the moment. Now I want you to realize that this frequency of abundance is officially connected. You are now in the substance of source energy. You are now connected to the unlimited. That is what we are made of. Unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities. It is the body that is finite, and we are not the body. And if we learn from this vibration of abundance to animate the body with this energy, our physical lives have no choice but to deliver it into the world we live in. So I want you to think for a moment about your last 4 years of income. Add it up. And I want you just to split this into 4. A little math here. You could round it up. This is going to be your average income over the last 4 years. I want you to look at it this way. Your average income is actually your limit. This is how much your inner self will allow to come into your field of experience. This is your abundance frequency per year. And this is how much you will allow to stay. It's kind of your set point. No matter how much you get beyond this, you will find a way to spend it down because you don't feel worthy of it. Usually, we get these set points by deciding things or by having beliefs and ideas when we're younger. Let's think about the first age when you started blocking your income or your abundance. Let's think about the age where you decided, this is how much I'm worth. Did you believe this? Or did this belief get handed to you from someone you knew, or something you witnessed, or something else? Now I just want you to imagine this light coming in. This light is the higher frequency, and it's going to dissolve this belief of block that you've accumulated over the years. Let the light flood in. You may even feel as if heaven is descending upon you. Parts of you may feel resistant. Parts of you may feel afraid, unsure of what it means to open yourself to receiving. That's okay. We're training your body. Now I want you to notice where the resistance might be happening in your body. The resistance that happens when parts of you say, this is never going to work. We've tried this before. And the part of you that says, we need to think about this differently. Where are you feeling that? This is where your belief is getting blocked. And this is where it's locked in to a reality that isn't real. I just want you to know your soul is bigger than your body. And you have this belief stuck somewhere in your reality. And it is showing you that it needs to be worked through. and it's showing you as resistance in your physical self. So right now we're going to bring in a little more light. Little bit more. Little bit more. Let's pulse it up. Let's get it really bright. And I want you to say to yourself, I'm going to clear and transmute this against all time, dimensions of space and reality. Your conscious mind may not get this, but your subconscious will. Everywhere I have hidden this belief, I am dissolving. I am dissolving that I've created a set point in my income. I am dissolving that I'm limiting my abundance. I am dissolving that I can't have more than I need. I am dissolving that there is not enough. I am dissolving that I can never keep what I have. Let that light continue to pour in. This is the divine substance, reminding your soul and your body that everywhere that this belief is, every part of you that believes that you have to suffer this way without money, dissolving that I can't have what I really, really, really want, dissolving that I have to live with the anxiety of lack and scarcity, dissolving that I can't give myself the big things consistently. I'm going to delete them now. I'm going to clear and destroy it against all time, dimension, and space. Your conscious may not believe it, but your subconscious knows. Keep the light flowing in. This is the elixir, the healer, the divine remedy. Everywhere that this belief is dissolving, that the best abundance is behind me, that there's nothing better out there for me, that money is hard to come by, money's hard to keep, and money goes away fast, that I don't have what it takes to make it, keep it, produce it, or find it. I'm going to clear and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. It is dissolving. Bring in that light. Ask yourself, what would it take for your greatest abundance to be ahead of you? What would it take for me to actually do me for a living? What would it take to get paid more than I need for being me? Everything that is not that, I am dissolving. My greatest abundance is ahead of me. I will find a way to do me for a living. I will get paid more than I need for being me. I'm going to delete anything that is blocking my subconscious from knowing that I am able. Bring in more light, bring in more light, bring in more light. This is the substance, this is the healer, this is the divine remedy. Everywhere this belief is that money is not easy to come by, that money can't be consistent and grow bigger every month, that abundance is not my natural state, that I don't have what it takes, is being dissolved now. Now, I'm completely immersed in the dissolving of my old belief systems. So what would it take for money to be easy to come by? My soul knows. What would it take for me to know that abundance is my natural state? My soul knows. What would it take for me to know that abundance is my birthright? My soul knows. Everything that is not that, I dissolve now. I delete it. I clear it. I destroy it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. My conscious may not believe it, but my subconscious knows it's true. Everywhere this belief is, wherever you find it, feel it in your body. Be a detective. Search it out. Bring a lot of light to these spaces right now. Bring it in to the places where you believe that you have to work really hard for money, that you need to stress out about money, that abundance is not for people like you, that fear is how I will find a way out of this. If I just scream loud enough, God will release it to me. And that generating wealth is something that will never come to me. Anywhere this is, I'm going to clear it, transmute it across all time, dimension, and space. I dissolve it now. I release it into the light. Everywhere I have duplicated that I should stress out about money. Everywhere I've learned to stress out about money, I clear it and transmute it now in my consciousness, in any residues, in any residual fears hiding within my body. My soul knows what it would take for money to just come, easily working, doing what I love. My soul knows what it would take for me to know that money and stress do not go together. My soul knows what it would take for me to know it's okay to love money and I can still be a spiritual person. My soul knows what it would take for me to know that it's completely okay to generate wealth, to enjoy it, to have it, and be inspired by it, to give it and share it. My soul knows what it would take for me to feel safe and to feel good, for me to be wealthy. Everything that is not that is dissolving now. I am releasing it, I am deleting it, clearing it, and destroying it across all time, dimension, and space and reality. My conscious may not believe it, but my subconscious knows it's true. Everywhere I have picked up someone's belief about money, I clear it and transmute it now. Every D story of all times and dimensions and space, I delete them now. What would it take for me to feel my own energy, my own vibration of money, and my own abundance coming into me now as my birthright? This is my birthright. Anything but this belief, I transmute, I delete, I release and dissolve now. My soul knows what it would take for me to be in my birthright and in my natural energy about abundance and money. I lay all these affairs in God's hands. May God's unfailing power fill in the spaces where the old beliefs have moved and left a void. Fill them in with the answers to all the questions about what would it take. What would it take to be able to receive more than abundance? My soul knows, and I know. Take in a deep breath now and thank the universe for the new version of you that is emerging as we speak.